Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check. Whoa. Check, check, 1, 2. So this is probably pretty loud.
My mom always instilled in me
Do you have against?
It's also boring and it's all
No, it's
the
not.
same.
So they're writing Christmas festival.
There are only 3 good songs. Playwright, Christmas Time is Here, and Feliz Time. That's it.
Christmas festival is great.
Yeah, it makes me want to slap myself.
My mom always instilled in me that education is important. So I'm glad that, this is the first step because I plan on getting a doctorate. So we're going to get there one day.
Very nerve-wracking, but it's very exciting because you have worked for 4 or more years towards this degree and you get to go use it.
Graduation means a huge accomplishment because it's something I've always wanted to do ever since I was a child.
I started out with a different degree and then I switched to psychology, so it's a pretty big accomplishment. I'm the first kid in our family to graduate.
Coming graduation day, I'll be very excited to finally receive that degree in my hands and to see all my family supporting me.
So graduation means everything. I've actually been here 6 years, so it took me a little longer, but I finally figured out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life.
Go blue! Woohoo! Go blue!
Go blue!
Go blue!
Ladies and gentlemen, the December 2019 commencement ceremony of the University of Michigan-Flint is about to begin. Please turn off all cell phones and pagers and keep them off for the duration of the ceremony. Let the processional music begin. Professor Tom Roble, Marshal for today's ceremony. The candidates for doctoral degrees and master's degrees. The candidates for bachelor degrees. the faculty and administration of the University of Michigan-Flint. Regent Paul Brown. Chancellor Daba Dada. If you are able, please rise and join in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Sue Alcock, and I have the honor of serving as Interim Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs here at the University of Michigan-Flint. On behalf of the Chancellor, the faculty, the staff, and the administration, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the December 2019 commencement ceremony. So let's get this party started. Please join me in recognizing members of the platform party, beginning with the cabinet of the university. Please rise and be recognized. The Council of Deans of the university, please rise and be recognized. The faculty of the university, please rise and be recognized. The Chair of Faculty Council, the Chair of Staff Council, and the President of Student Government, please rise and be recognized. A special thank you to today's vocalist, Brendan Stevens, who led us in the singing of the national anthem, and to the splendid University of Michigan-Flint Wind Symphony. And finally, I'd like to recognize and thank our announcer, Beth Heidenreich, and the conductor and maestro of our Wind Symphony, Christopher Heidenreich, proud parents of one of our Maize and Blue graduates today. Now to give formal welcoming remarks and to address the class of 2019, please welcome to the podium the 8th Chancellor of the University of Michigan-Flint, Chancellor Debba Dutta.
So good afternoon. I'm very pleased to be able to share this special day with you. So let's get something clear here. I'm not the commencement speaker. I'm a part of the warm-up act. So save your expectations for eloquence, the real thing, for later. But welcome, everybody, and congratulations to the graduates. We have over 500 students graduating from the 5 schools and colleges, and I'm so very happy to note that 311 of you have achieved honors. Congratulations. This commencement will always be very special for me because it is my very first as the Chancellor of this fine institution. You have welcomed me to campus as I began in August, and you are the first group of graduates that I get to hand out diplomas and wish good luck. So you are very special. We call these happy occasions at academic institutions commencements because they mark the beginning of a new chapter. Every commencement that I have attended and sat at the podium, I have marveled at the happy faces, bright smiles, and cheer that fill the auditorium, all looking ahead to the start of a new phase and the promise of a new beginning. I'm actually referring to the parents and the students who have made their last tuition payments. I know there are parents amongst our graduating students. All those nights of going to class and studying are definitely worth it. You set a fine example for your children that education matters. So congratulations to you. So graduates, your parents, family members and friends, and all your professors, instructors, have helped you in so many ways on the journey that brought you here today. So let's acknowledge them, and please join me in a round of applause. I would like to pay special tribute to the graduates who have served in the armed services. I'm talking about student veterans, such as our student speaker, Raymond Cush, who you will hear from later. He served in the Army in Iraq and Afghanistan before returning to civilian life and earning his degree in business with honors. I'm also talking about Ian Rasaka, who has earned a double major in criminal justice and sociology with honors after having served in the Marine Corps. To Raymond, Ian, and all our student veteran graduates, you took on significant challenges on behalf of our country, and we are so very grateful to you. I hope you have found U of M Flint an environment that helped you to transition to civilian life and gave you a new set of skills. So to all our graduates, whether you are graduating with a degree in the humanities, engineering, nursing, or any other professional field, U of M Flint has prepared you, I believe, with critical thinking skills, has grown your capacity for reasoning, and honed your problem-solving abilities. Mohammed El Aswad is a wonderful example of how our faculty work one-on-one with students to prepare them. He is an international student from Egypt who came to U of M Flint because our campus is one of the few in the United States to offer molecular biology and biotechnology degree that he was seeking. He overcame language barriers and cultural differences to excel in academics and to work on research with Professor Justin Manning. And Mohammed says, U of M Flint helped me unveil the scientist resting in the depths of my mind. We have educated you, trained you. Our faculty and staff have helped you connect to the local and global community. And so all of you are prepared for what lies ahead. I will be the first one to admit that we have not prepared you for every single challenge that you will encounter or every opportunity that you will want to grab. In this fast-paced 21st century, knowledge is being produced at a faster pace than ever before. New jobs are being created and old being eliminated. So how does one succeed in this kind of an environment? In my view, success in the 21st century requires each of us to be lifelong learners. So truly, this commencement is just the beginning of your lifelong learning phase. I would like to think that U of M Flint has prepared you and taught you how to learn, to make the most of every resource, and to never give up. That is what a lifelong learner needs to know how to do, and this, I believe, will hold you in good stead. So graduates, as you leave us, dream big and work hard to make them come true. And make time for yourself and others and your community. U of M Flint will always be your alma mater, so do come back and see us often. And congratulations, go blue.
Thank you, Chancellor Dutta. Regent Paul Brown is attending the University of Michigan-Flint commencement ceremony for the first time today. Elected to the UM Board of Regents in 2018, Regent Brown is a managing partner of eLab Ventures, a venture capital firm headquartered in Michigan with offices in Silicon Valley. Previously, he was vice president of capital markets at the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, where he managed the state's 21st Century Jobs Fund investment portfolio and developed programs focused on increasing the availability of capital for businesses in Michigan. Regent Brown is the board chair of the Michigan History Foundation and serves on the board of the Wolverine Mutual Insurance Company. Today, he will share remarks on behalf of the Board of Regents. Please welcome Regent Paul Brown.
Thank you, Provost Alcott. On behalf of my colleagues on the Board of Regents, I'm delighted to welcome each and every one of you. Commencement is one of the most exciting and heartwarming days of the year on our campus for our dedicated faculty and those of us who are fortunate to serve on the Board of Regents. It is an honor to celebrate this significant milestone with you, our accomplished students, and especially your proud families. Among our responsibility as board is the privilege of approving and granting degrees. You probably thought that was the chancellor's job. But as the Board of Regents, we're pretty easy. I only have one last assignment from the board to all of you before you earn your degree. And that is, we realize that earning a higher education degree is a team effort. And so we ask that you thank those who have supported you along the way as they rejoice in your success. Thank you, families and friends. We have watched you accomplish great feats during your time at U of M. Today, you leave here as truly leaders and best, equipped to contribute to, and yes, even transform your respected fields, communities, and society. I hope as you go out into the world, you remember the lessons you learned here at Michigan, including searching for the potential in every opportunity and working to overcome roadblocks that may and will arise in the years to come. You join a vast group of talented Michigan alumni who today recognize each of you and as a member of their professional community. Always remember that we are extremely proud of every one of you. We hope that you will stay connected to your Michigan family and wish you the very best. So, congratulations, class of 2019. Good luck, and wherever you go, go blue.
Thank you, Regent Brown. Today, we are honored to have a distinguished community leader as our keynote speaker. Angie Hendershot is a lifelong resident of Genesee County. Born and raised just 10 minutes from here in Davison, Angie pursued her dream of becoming a journalist. She attended Central Michigan University as an undergrad and went on to earn her master's degree from the prestigious Medill School of Journalism at Northwestern University. Since then, Angie became the longtime main anchor at ABC 12 here in Flint. An award-winning journalist and storyteller, Angie has earned numerous accolades for her reporting, receiving everything from multiple Emmys to an Edward R. Murrow Award for her work. Beyond the anchor desk, Angie is deeply involved in the community, especially on issues that affect women and children. Her journalism is a work of advocacy, giving a voice to the voiceless in our city through her reporting. It is my pleasure, my deep pleasure, to welcome Angie Hendershot to the podium to deliver our commencement keynote address.
Thank you, Provost Alcott, Chancellor Dutta, Regent Brown, and to all the faculty, staff, and students. It is a great honor to be with you today at your graduation from the University of Michigan-Flint. To all the moms and dads, grandparents, I saw some big signs of faces. I love that up there. That's awesome. All the caregivers have been waiting for this day, and they can't believe it's here. Congratulations to you as well. You guys, their heads are spinning right now. They think you just learned how to walk last week, and they just don't understand how you could possibly be graduating from college today. I want to congratulate all the spouses. I know several of you are married, have families. Congratulate your children, those who supported you along the way. Let's all take a minute right now. Give those people a look. Mom, dad, grandparents, your spouses. Thank them. They are the reason you are sitting in those seats today. They have all believed in you. Now, I don't give speeches. It chokes me up about the moms. I love those signs. I cover other people's stories, and I host events, but despite what I do for a living, I'm basically kind of shy. So When the university invited me to give your commencement address, I was absolutely honored, of course, but terrified. I was in the car with my youngest son, and I told him about what they asked me to do, and he says, "That is so awesome, Mom, wow." And I said, "I know, but they are graduating from college. Like, they want me to give them advice about their future. They think I have my life together." He's like, "Ooh, you are right, Mom, definitely do not do it." So despite that vote of confidence from my 11-year-old and the fact that he and his brother and my husband know what a crazy, juggling, messy life we have, that is absolutely not perfect, I stand here before you today humbled and honored to be your speaker, and I'm hoping to say something that will inspire you. Learning a bit about some of you has certainly inspired me. You see, at the University of Michigan-Flint, every student's story is unique. There's no typical path to get you to today, where you walk across the stage and finally get that diploma. Several of you actually went off to war and began your education at U of M Flint while you were serving. You started online, and you've been through so much on your journey to today. I want everyone to meet the 8 student veterans about to receive their nursing degrees. Could you please stand up? The 8 student veterans. Awesome. Congratulations, and thank you for your service. It's so great. Thank you. I also want to give a shout out to all of you who are first-generation college graduates. It takes a very special person to be the first in their family to go to college, and a strong, supportive village to make that possible. Stephanie Paredes is an example of this. Her mother was pregnant with her when her parents immigrated from Mexico. They do not speak English, and they did not understand what it was going to take to get a college education. She says the hardest part was getting over her fear of failing and feeling intimidated by other students who came from higher income, higher educated homes. She succeeded, though, by making that fear her motivation and leaning on her professor, Dr. L., who was the first Latina professor she has ever met. Dr. L. helped her to find her passion, which is being a voice for the voiceless when it comes to health care. Stephanie hopes to get her master's degree next. Please stand up, Stephanie. Congratulations to you. Congratulations. I tell stories. That has really been my mission, and I feel like the luckiest woman on the face of the earth sometimes, because not only do I get to do what I love every day, but for the past 23 years, I've been able to do it in my hometown. That was always my dream, to anchor the news in the community I grew up in and work as a journalist to investigate stories, shine a light on problems, and try to be a difference maker. And I'm grateful for everyone who believed in me and made that possible. That started in my high school, Davison High School, the newly crowned state football champions, the state football champs. Any Cardinals out there? It's a big deal. At Davison High, it was my teachers who first helped me on my path. I'm sure many of you right now are thinking of a professor that you had here at U of M Flint who helped get you to this graduation day. Well, here's my story. I was giving my very first speech in freshman English class, and my teacher, Mrs. Shears, Joni Shears, marched me right down to the public speaking class and told me to do that speech again for that teacher. His name was Ralph Koester, and he told me he wanted me to start doing the morning announcements over the intercom. Back in my day, we didn't have the high school television stations that they have. I said, well, that is something that only the seniors do. He said, just do it tomorrow morning. If you mess up, you don't have to say your name. No one will ever know, because the freshman's never been allowed to do them. I was really scared, but I did the announcements the next morning. I said my name, and I never looked back. Sometimes people ask me, what did you do? How do you succeed in broadcasting? I say there's no one right way to get there, nor is there an easy way. I was one of the lucky few who did have an idea what I wanted to do by high school. That doesn't mean I didn't have doubts when I was graduating without a job, or when people were trying to tell me how competitive TV news is, or how crazy it was to waste money on a broadcasting degree. So I can totally relate to the students out there, the graduates who might be a little bit scared. Maybe you don't know where you're headed. Maybe you haven't found your passion. Maybe your family's looking at you like, now what? What are you going to do? And you're scared. I felt that. I remember that, and I remember feeling very lost. That moment in high school, someone believed in me. It was one person seeing a spark in me and opening a door that I went through. Now, it wasn't an easy path through college and grad school, working internships for free and then weekends as a producer to try to get my foot into the newsroom. There were plenty of times that someone would shut the door or I'd hit a wall, but I had parents who believed in me, and they sacrificed so much for me to follow my heart and for that love of storytelling to let me do whatever I could to get better. After working as a weekend anchor and reporter at the CBS affiliate in Lansing, I was thrilled to get hired as a reporter at WJRT in Flint. I loved doing breaking news, crime stories, whatever it took, I wanted that lead story. I interviewed presidents, sports stars, celebrities, all the newsmakers, and I was doing exactly what I always wanted to do. And then something happened, and there was no going back. 14 years ago, I became a mom. And I saw the world differently. It wasn't enough for me to just tell stories anymore. When I saw a problem, especially when it came to children, I did what every mom and dad in this room would do. I tried to fix it. My oldest, who's now 6 foot something, by the way, taller than me, well, he was in diapers when I started covering something called Baby Court, and I learned about the unthinkable and heartbreaking conditions that some of the mothers in our community were living in. I had covered stories before. I thought I knew about poverty, but following a woman for 3 years while she fought to get her children back, it changed me. When they found this woman in a trailer without running water and rotting floors and her 2 baby boys in filthy, unthinkable conditions, she had nothing. She had no one. She had severe depression. The only caretaker she ever had, her grandfather, had died, and she would become homeless, living in cars and hotels wherever she could to hang on to her babies. It seemed like she had no hope until she walked into Judge Robert Weiss's courtroom, and he did something no one had ever done. He believed in her. He started asking her about the conditions her children were living in, and she told a story about waiting in the cold with her babies until Catholic Charities opened one winter morning so she could get diapers. Just 6. That's all they could give her, and it was supposed to last her 2 weeks. Any mom or dad can tell you that barely lasts a day. She had 2 baby boys. When she described that, I couldn't get it out of my head, and I knew I had to help her and every mother like her in our community who just needed a safety net until they could get back on their feet. For her, that was Judge Weiss. We learned one time she walked 10 miles when she couldn't catch a bus to get to one of the appointments that he required her to make in order to get her children back. She would not give up. Everywhere she went, to those appointments, on the bus, nights alone when she was homeless, she carried his picture with her in her little date book, and she fought her way to a job, a home, and a new life raising her boys because he believed in her. Not every mother has a Judge Weiss, but thanks to the support of my news station, ABC 12, they believed in me when I started having diaper drives. At first, just collecting what I could, and I would make my co-anchor Matt Franklin go with me to Sam's Club and fill up my Yukon with as many diapers as we could and go to deliver them to local shelters. Now, after more than a decade, thanks to business owner Phil Schultz, we are officially a nonprofit called the Flint Diaper Bank, have an incredible partnership with Elga Credit Union's Cheryl Sclater, and our diaper drives are so huge, we need semi-trucks. The community has made it possible for us to deliver 1 million diapers a year to families in need. That's our community. And that is the key. When you see a problem, you take action and you make a difference. That's what moves me now. That's why I've chosen to stay here in the Flint area where I grew up and where my husband and I are now raising our own family. As a journalist, I have had the opportunity to help others and met people with passions and causes that pull at your heart and are too powerful to ignore. People like Leanne Walters, a mom who refused to give up. Leanne Walters exposed the water crisis in our community. People call her a hero. She shrugs that off and says, "I'm just a pissed off mom. Someone was messing with my kids, with all of our kids." I'll never forget her story, one that she trusted me with, and I will never forget her strength. In all my 2 decades of reporting here, I never met anyone like her. She brought that brown water that she got from her tap to a meeting with experts. They called her a liar. They actually called her stupid. They even told her it wasn't her water. Her family had hair loss, rashes, headaches, and no one was listening. So she decided it was time to teach herself about water. By the time she figured out there was lead in the water, it was too late for her son, Gavin, who faced developmental delays from lead poisoning. Still, the state and city maintained the water was safe. So Leanne would take those boys in a little wagon door to door and start warning her neighbors. Some thought she was crazy. Her sons would ask her, "Mom, why do we have to do this?" She said she could not rest knowing what happened to Gavin could happen to other children in Flint. Leanne couldn't rest. She refused to give up. A passionate mom saying, "Not in my community." Leanne wasn't highly educated, rich, or famous, but she was driven by pure, unstoppable force to do the right thing. She saw a problem, she took action, and she was a game changer in the Flint water crisis. There is a Flint water crisis difference maker graduating today. Nia Lewis was a freshman at U of M Flint at the start of the water crisis. She became so ill from the water she had a scalp infection and had to stop attending school while she healed. But she came roaring back, leading the way to organize bottled water drives and helping college campuses across our country when they wanted to donate water. And she decided to earn not 1, but 2 degrees, one in healthcare administration, one in public health, because she is determined to make sure all people have access to health care in our community. Please stand up, Naya. Congratulations, and thank you. A difference maker. What folks like Naya, Stephanie, and all the student veterans and so many of you show is my son was actually right. I'm not the person to give you advice. Look around you. You can get advice from each other. You are the change agents who have the power to impact this community and beyond in positive, transformative ways. The people of Flint and Genesee County are strong. We are resilient. We don't give up, ever. I am hoping you amazing men and women dare to bring more change to our community. We need to reach out to each other. When you feel something in your heart, trust your instinct and listen to it. That voice is different for each of us. You just have to listen. I would not have dreamed back when I was sitting in your chair about to get my diploma that I would use my role as a journalist to try to figure out how to collect diapers. But I now know our stories and our diaper drives have made life-changing differences to families who had nowhere else to turn. You don't have to be a journalist to be a difference maker. It's coaching sports, mentoring those who need help in whatever field you go into, making your little corner of the world a little bit better, doing what you can to see greatness come out of others. Changing one person can change generations, and that's what this world is all about. You are the accountants, the writers, the computer scientists, the social scientists, the nurses, the teachers, the social workers, the mathematicians, the physical therapists. All of you are our future. You are whatever you want to be, but no matter what that is, I want you to remember, you are Flint. You are Michigan. Never forget where you came from. Represent Flint with the talent, the passion, and that true grit that only we possess. I'm challenging you right now to go out there and be a difference maker. Go take the knowledge you've worked so hard for, use it for common good, and I can't wait to tell your story. Now, congratulations to each and every one of you. I wouldn't normally say this ever as the daughter and wife of some diehard Spartans, but it just feels right. I am rooting for you today, so go blue.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Will the students wearing the gold honor cords please rise? Woo! All right. It is customary in commencement ceremonies to give special recognition to those students who've achieved an overall grade point average that qualifies them to be recognized as graduating with honors. This recognition reflects a superior level of ability, a high distinction of scholarship, and an exemplary record of achievement. Please join me in congratulating the honors students on their achievements here in 2019. And now you can sit down. The Maize and Blue Distinguished Scholar Awards were established to recognize graduating seniors who combine exceptionally high academic achievements with exemplary service to the university and our community. They have been nominated by their academic department or program and selected by the Scholarships Awards and Special Events Committee. The Maize and Blue Award is the most prestigious award given by the university to its graduating seniors. Will the recipients of the Maize and Blue Awards please approach the platform as directed by the ushers?
Raymond Cush. Muhammad El Aswad. Courtney Hibbelin. Taylor Lyles. Rachel Powers. Seema Sabah. Kim Stender. Chase Hansen. Jillian Heidenreich. Adelina Gutierrez. Aaron Bursick. Natalie Rowland.
Each year, a Maize and Blue Award winner is chosen as our student speaker. I'm very pleased to introduce to you Raymond Cush. Raymond is truly an example of what we mean when we say leaders and best at the University of Michigan. Raymond is a student, a business owner, a hockey player, and a veteran. Yeah, he is. Yeah. Raymond served in the United States Army from 2007 to 2015 with tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. In 2012, he stepped on a bomb that caused serious injuries, including the loss of his left leg, a traumatic brain injury, and nerve damage. In spite of all those challenges, he came to Flint and he thrived. Raymond was a top student. He participated in the Student Veteran Resource Center, where he mentored and tutored other student vets. He's also a member of the university's club hockey team. In addition, he plays for the U.S. National Amputee Hockey Team and the Spirit Warriors Hockey Program, which is a nonprofit hockey team for disabled veterans. So if anyone feels right at home in this ice arena, we know who that is right now. Now, in his spare time, Raymond owns and manages several businesses, including a consulting and investment firm. Raymond is graduating today with his bachelor's degree in entrepreneurship and innovation. Congratulations on your achievement. Thank you for your service to our country. It is beyond an honor to welcome Raymond Cush to the podium.
Thank you very much for that kind introduction. It was a lot. Thank you. I stand before you today a lucky man. Lucky to have had an epiphany early in my life that has changed the way I look at the world. It is my goal that by discussing it here with all of you today, that some of you may join me in looking at life through a slightly different lens. You see, if my experiences in life have taught me nothing else, it's that I believe in falling. Now, I get it. That's kind of a weird statement, and so you're probably already asking yourselves if I have some kind of head injury. And you'd be right, I do. On 9 July 2012, after stepping on a pressure plate IED, it resulted in the loss of my left leg, among many other injuries, including PTSD and a traumatic brain injury. I fell hard. After that fall, my mental and physical injuries had me at a low that I did not think was possible in life. For more reasons than I can count, I did not think that I was going to live through that battle. And if I did, I surely wasn't going to make it in the months to come. While just a few short years ago, I may not have been able to speak so openly about this, I can now easily confess that at the time, I thought death was the only way to relieve my pain. However, I've come to realize that without this event, without this massive, earth-shattering fall, there's no way I would be the man I am today. So, at the time, I didn't think there was any way to combat my inner demons. So I figured I might as well try and tackle the physical ones. First, I tried conducting personal hygiene and feeding myself. And I failed and fell mentally while my wife had to feed me, bathe me, brush my teeth, and more. So I tried again, and again, and eventually I was feeding myself and looking on to my next big obstacle, walking. But you can already guess what happened. I fell, repeatedly, over and over and over again. I'd get up, I'd fall down. I'd get up, I'd fall down, until eventually I wasn't falling down anymore. Figured at this point, I'd choose another, maybe a little more ambitious goal, running. Bet you guys can't guess what happened when I tried to run. Well, maybe at this point in the story you can, and you'd probably be right. I fell. But this time, it was in the metaphorical sense of issues due to my prosthetic. And after working diligently to get those fixed, I found myself competing in 5K races against able-bodied people. Thank you. Realizing that I could again compete with able-bodied people has led me to my most recent commitment of learning how to play standing ice hockey. And at first the experience was painful and frightening, but with the will to succeed, I dedicated my free time to the ice. I fell hard and I fell often. My body was constantly broken down. I'm pretty sure at some point my skin had permanently changed to like black and blue. I don't know. And I even put myself back in the wheelchair twice. However, after picking myself up off the ice for 2 years, I've been able to achieve a few milestones that I'm really quite proud of. A few of those milestones include being the captain of an able-bodied adult hockey team, playing hockey for the University of Michigan-Flint, and being told to expect a spot on Team USA's roster in the 2020 International Disabled Hockey World Cup. While I'm proud to say all of those things, those are not what make me successful. I actually just realized the key to success not too long ago when I was teaching another disabled veteran how to skate. He asked me how I was able to progress so quickly, and without hesitation, I just told him I wasn't afraid to fall. You see, I've realized that falling in any capacity, literally or metaphorically, is proof that you're pushing yourself as far as you can currently go. And every time you get up, you've learned how to go just a little bit farther. See, to me, strength isn't defined by how easily something comes to someone. No, I would call that comfort. Strength comes from the will to succeed, knowing that to get there, you may have to fall and pick yourself up along the way. And while I may have only given you guys anecdotal evidence of why I feel that all of you should be willing to fall, I implore everyone in this room, please think about how that can impact your current lives. I would bet that at some point, the majority of you sitting here in front of me today have fallen and picked yourselves up somewhere along the way to graduation. And by graduating here today, you are proving to the world that you have the strength to succeed even when things get tough. Armed with that knowledge, I challenge all of you to continue falling. Do not rest idly on your degrees. I'm gonna say that last part again. Do not rest idly on your degrees. Continue to put yourselves in difficult situations, test yourselves, and be willing to fall each and every day. If I leave you with nothing else today, please, let me leave you with this. Few things in life exist without risk. But if you're willing to get outside of your comfort zone and pursue your goals, falling will be nothing more than an afterthought as you contemplate your successes. Thank you, congratulations, and good luck in everything you do.
Now, we shall give public recognition to the students of the University of Michigan-Flint who are graduating today. Those candidates for all degrees will be presented by the deans of their respective schools. Dean Stephen Turner will now begin the presentation of the graduates from our doctoral and master's degree programs.
Will the candidates for the doctoral and master's degrees please rise? Chancellor Dutta, on the recommendation of the faculty of the Executive Board of the Horace H. Rackham School of Graduate Studies, the College of Arts and Sciences, the School of Management, the College of Health Sciences, the School of Education and Human Services, and the School of Nursing, I present these candidates to you and recommend them upon completion of their respective courses of study for the following degrees: Doctor of Philosophy, Doctor of Nurse Anesthesia Practice, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Doctor of Education, Doctor of Nursing Practice, Education Specialist, Master of Arts, Master of Public Administration, Master of Science, Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Accounting, Master of Public Health, and the Master of Science in Nursing.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Regents of the University of Michigan, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are candidates, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty. In recognition of this accomplishment, you will receive your diploma cover and be arrayed with the appropriate hood.
Will the candidates now standing please come forward?
John Moran. Doctor of Education, Tisha Thomas. Doctor of Nursing Practice, Amira Al-Jamal. Ben Banchek. Edith Barcelowski. Jennifer Boop. Lorraine Burgunder Stravkowski. Scott Collins. Ifioma Dunn. Stephanie Griffin. Allison Harris. Dana Korganji. Salma Mansour. Kimberly Matina. Anna Meek. Stephanie Mitchell. Michael Mooney. Jennifer Sam. Amy Woolke. Becky Josa. Rackham graduates, Master of Public Administration, Chris Cutler. Kiara Gladney. Jashika Johnson. Bonita Lafir White. Lisa Miller. Lauren Parker. Cassandra Walker. Lynn Williams. Master of Arts Applied Communications, Alexander Chanard. Master of Arts in English Language and Literature, Kalaya Butler. Master in Arts in Social Science, Benjamin Oliver. Master of Science in Biology, Karen McDaniel. Master of Science in Computer Science and Information Systems, Fatima Alamat. Tamuno Imama Amangi Peters. Jason Bombach. Nikki Chung. Kate Dunn. Rag Joshi. Nikita Mary Sobers. Hold on, wait. No. Wade Tong. Master of Business Administration, Jeffrey Batchelor. Hold on. Nicholas Custer. Joel D'Souza. Beth Duffy. Jerry Eluski. Nicole Gifford. Farin Khan. Michael Lin. Ryan Palomba. Matthew Projeski. Jacob Sirowski. Katie Sprague. Ikra Sambal. Master of Arts in Early Childhood Education, Brittany Borkowski. Marisa Cobley. Sabrina Deloni. Chloe Girard. Katie Grandstadt. Sharonda Green. Crystal Horton. Lori Kelly. Joy Mall. Meredith Waller. Shakara Wheeler. Master of Arts in Literacy Education, Austina Nelson. Rachel Nelson. Logan Salomon. Masters of Science in Nursing, Nancy Bodie. Kendall Dory. Bhavani Dovla. This concludes the awarding of diplomas for the doctoral and master's degrees.
You may be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Susan Gano-Phillips, and I am Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences. I now call upon candidates from the College of Arts and Sciences to please rise. Chancellor Dutta, upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the College of Arts and Sciences.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Regents of the University of Michigan, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are candidates, together with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Mohammed Al-Aswad. Courtney Hilbert. Taylor Lyles. Rachel Powers. Seema Sabah. Alex Alari. Anan Al-Nasser. Fauzi Al-Rishadaw. Hussein Al-Hussein. Okay, go ahead. Jonathan Beatty. Sadie Belcher. Gwen Bernard. Clinton Brinker. Antonio Caballero. Patrick Cherney. Dulce Ciafatelli. Kerrigan Condren. Thomas Cooper. Eric Deal. Joseph Dent. Robert Dicos. Kyle Dockery. Alexis Edmonds. Hannah Fantine. Wayne Ferris. Dominique Flannery. Carissa Fleming. Natalie Frary. Ryan Fulton. Tommy Gibbons. Kyle Gibbs. Morgan Goodman. Lauren Greshaw. Farah Hamad. James Harding. Bethany Hickey. John Hogue. Michaelia Holland. Haley Huron. Myrna Isaac. Routine Jara. Tina Jordan. Hannah Kalake. Bree Coffer. Chandler Kilbas. Emily Kinder. Carly Christ. Tara Lampe. Joseph Lang. Amanda Langolf. Cassie Lau. Benjamin Lau. Demi Maldonado. Maggie Martell. Austin Meyer. Carl Montrose. Riley Moore. Caitlin Moran. Erica Morris. Savannah Maul. Katie Morass. Belinda Neal. Ryan Newell. Kate Nikowski. Andrea Orpinal. Shayla Parker. Sharif Parson. Stephanie Pastora. Mariah Patton. Andrea Pringle. Kaylee Pugh. James Corliss. Ian Rasaki. Devin Radke. Alicia Ray. Tabitha Robinson. Claire Rose. Gabrielle Rousseau. Tyler Rooker. Sorry. Kristen Rusnak. Kadeen Russell. Mackenzie Salgett. Dane Salisbury. Lacey Sandy. Mandy Schlack. Emily Schoenfield. Huda Sheikh Khalil. Skylar Shipley. Marquita Singh. Melanie Smith. Emily Snyder. Nicholas Stewart. Dominique Strong. Barry Sutton. Jeremy Toomey. Evan Trout. V. Truong. William Turner. Sean Waiters. Melissa Walker. Madison Warner. I didn't say him. Alex Washington. Madison Wickard. Cheyenne Williams. Nicholas Wills. Cal Wykes. Katie Yates. Kristen Zago. Jordan Pavlika. This concludes the awarding of the diplomas to graduates of the College of Arts and Sciences.
You may be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Scott Johnson, and I am the Dean of the School of Management. Will the candidates for the degrees from the School of Management please rise? Chancellor Dutta, upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the School of Management.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Regents of the University of Michigan, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are candidates, together with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Will the candidates from the School of Management, now standing, please come forward?
Raymond Cush. Natalie Roland. Saleh Ardarish. Abdulakim Al-Katani. Randy Bannister. Brittany Basier. Kelly Belcher. Jacob Berg. Theodore Bowie. Mary Brandley. Maddie Brown. Mohamed Busakar. Joshua Carlisle. Trevor Cherry. Sean Sashelski. Colette Conway. Jacob Coyne. Michael Curran. Genevieve Daly. Barclay Davis. Kalisha Fenner. Maria Gatica. Angela Genadieva. Madison Gary. Jan Guerra. Sai Gunturu. Justin Harbin. Matthew Harper. Cassandra Hayek. Alexis Hetchley. Jamie James. Alex Jolly. Krista Kinney. Megan Lavesser. Caitlin McKenzie. Courtney Meisner. Dylan Murray. Joshua Northrop. Aman Patel. Mackenzie Payne. Naomi Pineiro. Erica Potter. Alexander Prey. Tim Roberts. Jacob Rothman. With your name? Muhammad Saga. Beth Sanders. Tyler Sanders. Marco Scarpelli. Haley Seidel. Robin Shepard. Bernell Schacht. Brian Simon. Okay. Troy Taljonic. Amanda Thompson. Jim Traxel Jr. Tonya Washington. Lauren Weaver. Okay. Karen White. Melissa Williams. Tanya Wingate. Tyler Wesolowski. Travis Wyatt. Devin Wylam. Mohammed Nasser. This concludes the awarding of the diplomas to graduates of the School of Management.
Good afternoon. My name is Donna Fry, and I'm the Dean of the College of Health Sciences. Will the candidates for degrees from the College of Health Sciences please rise? Chancellor Dutta, upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the College of Health Sciences.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Regents of the University of Michigan, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which your candidates, together with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Adelina Gutierrez. Jillian Heidenreich. Noor Al-Khamis. Nuf Al-Talawai. Shaquavia Bryson. Tiffany Chakuma. Savannah Contreras. Darren Daniels. Rebecca Harriman. Brittany Jones. Tierra Jones. Sarah Kazim. Austin Coote. Naya Lewis. George Mansour. Stephanie Paradis. Alexis Powell. Taylor Shiachik. Lee Sorensen. Stephanie Stone. Sarah Ward. Wissam Zaini. Hussein Al-Hussein. Ali Tonker. This concludes the awarding of diplomas to candidates from the College of Health Sciences.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert Barnett, and I am the Dean of the School of Education and Human Services. Will the candidates for degrees from the School of Education and Human Services please rise? Chancellor Dutta, upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the School of Education and Human Services.
Authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Regents of the University of Michigan, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which your candidates, together with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Erin Bersick. Kyla Brewer. Elizabeth Fleming. Emily Ingerson. Paige Craner. Jessica McCloskey. Dana Man Dabu. This concludes the awarding of the diplomas to graduates of the School of Education and Human Services.
Good afternoon. My name is Margaret Andrews, and I'm the Dean of the School of Nursing. Will the candidates for degrees from the School of Nursing please rise? Chancellor Dutta, upon completion of their respective courses of study and on the recommendation of the faculty, I present these candidates for degrees in the School of Nursing.
By the authority of the state of Michigan, vested in the Regents of the University of Michigan, and by them delegated to me, the degrees for which you are candidates, together with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto, will be conferred upon you as recommended by your faculty.
Candidates from the School of Nursing, now standing and walking, please come forward.
Chase Hansen. Kimberly Stender. Kyle Babcock. Sherry Back. Rebecca Beecham. Allison Bielski. Amari Boxley. Amber Brown. Shauna Burns. Nathaniel Catalano. Jennifer Charneski. Gretchen Dareski. Ethan Epping. Mabel Fagoaga. John Farmer. Tiffany Flatt. Nicole Flores Munoz. Cody Freigruber. Maria Garnica. Mariah Haddock. Melissa Headland. Tara Harrington. Kylie Catalyst. Amber Lewis. Joshua Martin. Tammy Martin. Adam Martinez. Wait a second. Brenda McCain. Mackenzie McDaniel. Rashonda McGee. Eden McIntyre. Casey McKenna. Mary Jo Mosley. Ashley Noyak. Macy O'Brien. Anthony Palazzolo. Jordan Matheny. Richard Hamill. Shelby Phillips. Ellen Rigora. Sydney Wright. Jocelyn Reed. Caleb Schlack. John Schlack. Alexa Smith. Heather Thornsberry. Melissa Thornton. Lori Tristine. Francesca Vitali. Kaylee Watts. Rachel Wetzel. Ashley Wilcox. Tiffany Carence. Kerrigan Moore. Akash Patel. Jeremy Lee. Catherine Ozor. This concludes the awarding of diplomas to candidates from the School of Nursing.
There is much effort and planning required for today's ceremony, as you might have expected. So at this point, I would like to thank the many staff and volunteers who have made this day possible for our graduates and their families. Please join me in a round of applause. Will the faculty of the University of Michigan-Flint please rise at this time? I wish to recognize our amazing faculty here at the University of Michigan-Flint. Their commitment to our students and the university is outstanding. We are fortunate as an institution to have a faculty that are extraordinarily committed to their fields of expertise and to the students they teach. The awarding of degrees is now concluded, so first let us thank the faculty. Faculty, please be seated. It is now time for the graduates to turn the tassel. Graduates, please rise. You may now shift your tassel from the right to the left side. You are now officially inducted as graduates into the Alumni Association of the University of Michigan. Go Blue!
Tom, are you getting the mace? The formal commencement exercises are now complete. The audience is requested to remain in their seats until the line of march has completely exited the main floor, at which time the commencement exercises will be adjourned.